If you're considering being a guest or advertising via our platform, feel free to hit us up at 405-256-8834 or drop us an email at em@undergroundmb.com.
Born and raised in OKC, I went to undergrad at the Southern University in Baton Rouge, home of the Human Jukebox. I went to law school at the University of Oklahoma.
Today, we have Mr. Rod Hinton. I am Elhim Magazi, and this is the Underground Media Business Podcast. Welcome.
No worries at all, man. Thanks for having me on.
Could you give everybody an introduction, what you do, how you do it, how long you've been doing it?
As you said, my name is Rod Hinton. I'm an attorney in Oklahoma City. Born and raised in OKC. I went to undergrad at the Southern University in Baton Rouge, home of the Human Jukebox. I went to law school at the University of Oklahoma. Right now, I am in cannabis and personal injury. Cannabis is my main focus right now. I've been in the cannabis industry for 5 years now. Man, it don't sound that long. It goes by fast. We started a company called Dopaholics. We had a Make America Dope Again campaign that went viral in 2016. So that kind of was a springboard for us to get into the cannabis game. So I quit my job in 2017 and moved to LA to go immerse myself in cannabis culture. We got our start out there with the branding and the marketing, throwing our events. And now we are in the process. Well, we just got approved for our grow, just hired a chemist so we could get all our products to market. So it's been an interesting, fun year in these COVID times.
What specifically got you in the cannabis?
I mean, like everybody, you see where it was going, the writing on the wall, but how I actually got into it, I was flying to Denver and I was working in oil and gas. I worked with that oil and gas for 12 years. And we had a big client in Denver. And I was just flying, part of my job was client entertainment. I guess you could say I was somewhat of the office party boy. That was 2015. So of course you're thinking like, hey man, take me to see a dispensary. So I hadn't been to one yet, but I was curious to see what it was like. So, I walk in and I see like, oh, this is legit business. This isn't, going to knock on some back door, somebody dropping a baggie, like you're really walking into a business. So, my curiosity was piqued. I remember the guys I were with, they were like, man, we should open a dispensary, joking amongst themselves. And to myself, I was thinking like, oh man, I'm about to. And in hindsight, so we leave and go to a party. And of course, I'm there and everybody's chilling. And I'm the only black guy, so I'm like, man, I'm not gonna pull out my cannabis to get paid for my job.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Yeah, so looking around at everybody and having a conversation, almost like with you talking. Hey, chill. And man, I look at it, everybody's passing the joint around. So I'm like, oh shit, they smoke like we do. After that, it was game on. Immersing myself in everything that was a part of the culture, so I could get into the business.
Folks don't really understand, like folks it's people in corporate offices that need cannabis just as well as the street person who's just claiming it. It is people with real mental illnesses that I believe can be solved with cannabis as well, like depression and anxiety. So it's perfect for the type of stress that a corporate person is under. It's just about how do you make it appealing to them to, okay.
Absolutely. I think with our approach, we had the company Dopaholics. Our approach is really to go grab. We want the pothead. Dope is such a broad word. It means a lot of different things. A big spectrum of words. So even saying Dopaholics, you take the connotation of addiction, but that's where we start with our merch. But dope can be, skateboard park. It could be a concert. It could be a festival. Dope could be like your work. Whatever it is you do. It's tied that in with cannabis as well. But that was our approach to grab the culture. I think the person that grabs the culture, or the companies that grab the culture first, those are the ones that'll make the money. And I don't want I'll take them, but the Fortune 500 person that's gonna try edible, once a month. Like, hey, honey, let's go spend $100 at the spot. I don't want that. I want the person that's coming back, every 2 days to get an ounce. You want that person.
Okay, I can get where you're coming from with that business model. I noticed you said you were kind of like the office party boy. So have you ever done any dealings in like entertainment industry? Been in entertainment at all, like music or films? We started actually like a creative academy we're in the process of making. We have our event, Super Dope. Well, we did our first one, Super Bowl weekend in Atlanta. That was 2019. It's called Super Dope?
What's that?
You said it was called Super Dope? Super Dope,
Yeah, so the name of the event is called Super Dope. For that event, we rented out a virtual reality bar. Had a party, and Lil Wayne's DJ. That's like our DJ T. Lou. Shout out to him. That's Lil Wayne's tour DJ. Well, basically DJ for Cash Money. So he DJ'd it for us. So it was like a kickoff for Super Bowl week. So it was a pretty good event. So yeah, the Super Dope, we want to turn into a festival eventually. That's the plan. We were supposed to do one in Oklahoma City last year before 20, but COVID happened, so we had to put the brakes on it. But we're bringing it back to OKC next year. The music acts behind it, events, food tastings, the whole nine. But want to combine it all together and turn it into a festival.
Okay.
Almost like Coachellas and Rolling Louds and all that.
Okay, yeah, we could definitely use that here, and that would definitely, be a definite up for the music and entertainment industry that's in Oklahoma. I mean, y'all do have some pretty good artists. Because I really typically don't give compliments when it comes to anything.
Yeah, Oklahoma, man, it's a tough place. A lot of people don't know about it. I tell a lot of people, Oklahoma City is not a place that's on your I'm gonna go travel and visit list, for most people. But once you show up, once you get there, you'll be like, man, it's not too bad. It's not a bad place at all.
Right. You can just you can stick with it. Like
it's way cooler than I thought it is. A lot of people don't know, that Oklahoma was supposed to be the Black Mecca. So like what Atlanta is right now, that was supposed to be Oklahoma. At one time Oklahoma had the most black towns in the country. Everybody learns about Black Wall Street now and things of that nature, but that's all Oklahoma based. So you can imagine if they don't burn down Black Wall Street in the 20s, where do you think the Black wealth in the country would be? It'd be in Oklahoma.
Right.
So, a lot of, you had all the millionaires and, you think about all the oil deals that were going on back then. Like, so a lot of Black wealth got stolen in Oklahoma. That was supposed to be the Mecca, was Oklahoma for Black people. It's crazy when you think about it because now it's such a red conservative state. But, once upon a time, that was going to be Atlanta. But it was all come to Tulsa, Hugo, Omogi, Guthrie, coming. So, but then we had that matriculation of Black people coming into the state because all that wealth was, occurring. So, it all got sniped out, because of Black Wall Street. But, just think if, Black Wall Street doesn't happen, all those millionaires in the 20s, you think about all that compounding wealth that would have, been in, Atlanta wouldn't be Atlanta, it'd be Oklahoma, Tulsa, OKC.
Well, how the tables have turned. What's stopping that? Do you think it's any barriers in that now, or what's the missing sauce? What's the missing piece of the sauce here in Oklahoma?
A red state, conservative state. So I think that keeps a lot of people out. Like I said, people are not gonna hear Oklahoma now and think, oh man, it's cracking there. Oh, I can go get money there. Now people start thinking because of the marijuana industry, being there and it being prevalent. But it's not on people's, Now you already got those places that are known for, Black culture, your Atlantas, your DCs, your Houstons, places like that. So, I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't come back. I don't see it taking over like that. Now, now it is what it is. But, I mean, now you need more industries. I mean, Oklahoma City is growing, though, and Tulsa, too. So, the more you get more industrious, more companies coming in, Oklahoma City's, I guess, what is it, second? Land-wise, it's the second biggest city in the country. Yeah, Jacksonville's number one, Oklahoma City's too. Like, Oklahoma City's bigger than Dallas, like, land-wise.
I wouldn't even have thought that.
Only Jacksonville is bigger. Jacksonville is the biggest. Oklahoma is number 2.
I'm gonna have to look into some land here. So, like you got me intrigued, honestly, because I already see it for myself. Me being a producer, a filmmaker, and stuff like.
Yeah, you gotta be able to dot those I's across those T's.
Correct.
Being a creative, you want to focus on the creative aspect. Not to have to do that.
Right. I don't want to have to know everything, but with my system, I became somewhat of a Diddy type personality. So I put myself at the forefront of the Army, at the very front, on the front lines, and I'm able to do not just about, literally everything that a major record label can give you. I can offer those same services.
It's a lot of ways to skin that cat, man. A lot of ways to be in control. I mean, it all depends on what you put on your plate, what you can handle. Mine, like, even though I'm a lawyer, I'm a creative more at heart. Even like going to law school, I didn't want to be a lawyer. I just wanted to be, a businessman that knew the law. So I knew that was a deadly combo. If I was, I'm black, I'm a businessman, and on that, I'm a lawyer. Automatically, when you walk into a room, you find out you're a lawyer, the conversation is different. They know you're not no dummy. Right.
That's hard to do in any other profession. I feel like, other than let's say a scientist. Like, especially with me as an artist. Let's say I can walk into a room, but just because I even smoke sometimes, folks be like, I don't know if I want to deal with him. I'm like, I'm not trying to risk nothing that you don't want to risk. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate you even giving me the time of day.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on, man. Hey, man, listen, as we climb, man, everybody can help you. Everybody has to help everybody out, You don't want to interview me.
Right. If we don't help each other, who else will? You're not gonna get no extra help, and they dang sure ain't gonna take too kindly to you just saying this skin tone was a problem of doing it. And sometimes I can't even have that. I can't even say we all the time can have that excuse for ourselves, because it's a few things that we should really have studied up on our own.
Oh yeah, man, no time like the present. We got a little catching up to do, but we're just not getting started as a race. I tell people all the time, like our generation, everybody complains about equality, wants to be equal. I don't look at it like that, I look at it like my job is to infiltrate. So like, we only got our right to vote, 60 years ago? 60 years ago? Yeah, 60 years ago. Right. The right to vote. America's been around since 1776. We've been voting, recognized people for 60 years, Our job ain't to be equal right now. It's to infiltrate. It's to go be lawyers, doctors, put your kids in these schools, go in this neighborhood, Like Troy. Yeah, you seen the movie Troy, the Trojan horse?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Where he went in.
Trojan horse, go inside the gates.
Yeah.
And then come back and open the gates. And then let everybody, rush in. So, I look at it like I don't care about being equal right now. I care about doing what I'm supposed to do, so I can go open the gate. And
I'm right there with you on that. I feel like I've grabbed enough keys to where I can kick down a few doors, but you don't want to go haphazardly. You don't want to go in a fight with 2 guns and they got bazookas and
you know what I'm saying? You gotta be strategic about it.
Right, yeah, like I can snipe a couple people, but
You know what I'm saying? Hand-to-hand combat only gets so far.
All right, so let me get back to you as a professional. What do you expect from your clients that you work with? Like, what do you expect them to have in order before they come to you saying, all right, well, I think I'm ready to get on your level, or even to be considering to talk to you at any point in time?
A plan, not a pipe dream. As long as you're coming with a pipe dream, like I guess I'm a creative too, so having dopeaholics, I look at like laying the groundwork for something to be successful, and not just some people got some ideas. I'm gonna do this and that, but you ain't got the groundwork. You got an idea. You gotta have some skin in the game to make it work. Because time is money. I got my lawyer, and then I got my own brand I'm building. I don't think I'm doing something for me to come help you. If you don't got your stuff together, you're taking time away from me. That I could be, even if that's 3 hours out the day that I gotta help you because you ain't got your stuff together. That's 3 hours you took away from me and my dream to go help you with the basics. So like the basics should be doing, have your vision, have your plan ready, have your budget ready, have your roadmap. So if you give me a roadmap, I can see. I can't come. Nobody can come tell another person what their dream is, what their vision is. Only you know that. So if you don't got your roadmap, man, got no map for me to follow. Even being a lawyer, you come like, oh, I just want to do this, I want to do that. All right, but what do you need? It's not like, oh, you come say like, oh, I want a podcast. All right, do your job. Like, no, it don't work like that. You got to tell me. I'm thinking like this. I want to do this. I want to be syndicated here. Then there's a roadmap. Goals. You got to have checklists. Think of it like, Google Maps. Where are we turning right? How far before we turn right? I don't want to just drive blind, because then I'm gonna miss the exits. Only you know where the exits are, the turns are. Say something like a podcast. I know about podcasts, but it's not my lane.
Right.
The ins and outs of it. You need to know the ins and outs of what you want to do, and then legally I can go do what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, and here encompasses exactly what I be trying to say. A lot of times, like, I can't give up my time as freely as I want to a lot of times, because I do so much to keep things going. Like, I can't be over here trying to teach you how to put your songs together, or even how to build a beat, or how to work the technology. Like, you should have came to me ready with that.
Yeah. And I can say, you can come to me with that, but if you come like that, the price go up. You understand that the price of the brick goes up. Like, it can be simple. You can be like, oh, you need this done. I go, all right, man, it's 3 hours. Bam, 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 bam. That's your fee. Oh, you ain't got nothing done. You need this and that. All right, now it's 15 hours. I told you earlier, my fee is $300 an hour. You want to pay for 3 hours? Or you want me to tell you, oh man, it's gonna take 20 because you ain't ready. So I gotta go do this, I gotta do that. And like I said, time is money. If you pulling me away from what I'm trying to go do, I'm gonna tax you.
Right. Yeah. Because that's the whole goal at the end of the day. When you started your business, you wanted to do, you had an end goal in mind. So why should anyone else come to you with anything less?
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna be with it. I'm not gonna just, I think the beauty of say like working with it, I'm not just viewing it through a legal eye. Because I'm like I said, I would say I'm a creative before I'm a lawyer. I just fell into the law thing. But I've been a creative all my life. I just wasn't tapped into it. I didn't know how to vision. I just thought I was, weird. Everybody know I was super smart. Nobody know I was super creative, because nobody really, fostered those gifts. I was more geared toward, oh, he's smart. Put him in these advanced classes, send him to this magnet school. And so it wasn't like, oh, what is he actually good at?
That's a problem with the school system as well, is funneling people into what they want them to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you found your place. You found your place as a lawyer, and anything else that you did was just. I can't say you set a low bar. That's a 12-year job.
Yeah.
That is a 12. You can't shoot any lower than that. Honestly, you shoot for the moon and land for the land. You can still land amongst the stars. Because being a lawyer, you know everything that we need to know legitimately to even be in the business that we're in right now.
Yeah.
Even if you only study a portion of a different type of law, you still have the same basis of everything that we need to progress.
Oh yeah. Yeah, laws, man, I tell everybody, laws I think it's the best education you can get, because everything has a law, Shit, that hat hanging in your, like that bull's hat, just to get that made, there's laws behind that. It's like rules, laws, the joint you smoke, the t-shirt you wearing, this podcast, shit, we on Zoom, you go through they terms agreement terms, it's laws, everything got a law. So it's like, just to have that in your back pocket, to know the law, it'll change your way of thinking amongst a lot of things. You won't be as emotional. It makes you way more logical.
Right. I find it is really easy to get emotional about a losing decision.
Mm-hmm.
A losing decision, and mostly we really only have to blame ourselves when it comes to losing decisions, because it's wholeheartedly preventable. Don't plan, you plan to fail, basically.
Yeah. Fail to plan to fail.
Definitely, that's it right there. Have you ever done any payment plans with anyone, or is that a thing or not?
Payment plans?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody don't got a return fee up front, Most times, yeah. A lot of times I was doing criminal, you get criminals that need payment plans. Even if it's a first retainer, you know, you tell somebody $15,000 up front. A lot of people ain't got that on hand. You know, you might have to work it out. My fee is still my fee, but you know, you got to break it up.
And you still get my money. Look, check.
You got to figure out money, but you know, if you did split that out, you know, $2,500 a month or whatever, you know, then cool. But you know, like I say, it's a lot of people look at those fees and they think like it's pricey, and it's really not because of what it saves you in the long run. You know, not to say I'm gonna charge $15,000. That was an arbitrary number off the head, you know. But you know, if a $7,500 retainer is gonna get you, you know, $75,000, you know, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, then it's worth it. But that comes with having, you know, your stuff in the row, you know, to make it where you got, I got this down, I got my operating agreement, I got this, or I got a pitch deck, and then you can go, and boom. Well, you might have spent that $7,500, but that's an investment. You know, you might have paid it to me, but it's still an investment in, you know, what you got going. You gotta look at, is it juice worth the squeeze, really?
Is the juice worth the squeeze? I'm gonna have to write that one down for my. I'm gonna put that on my wall. How you do a deal? Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Right. You ask yourself that question, man, to make you make some rational decisions on everything. Relationships to business, friendship. Is the juice worth the squeeze, man?
Zoom is letting me know that I got about 10 more minutes left on this actual podcast with you today. I appreciate you coming here with me and chopping it up. I got a couple more things we can run through. What should I be asking you that I have not asked you already?
Oh man, I don't even know. You the interviewer, man. You supposed to know that, man.
Completely understand. That's a good answer.
I don't even know.
Good answer. I ain't got that answer before.
Yeah. I'm a lawyer, so you know I ain't gonna answer everything.
How do you take no for an answer?
How do I take no? I don't got a problem with no's, man. You know, I look and tell everybody, you know, and even go on to like more spiritual, man. A lot of people, you know, don't thank God for the time to tell you no. I look at no, it's totally different. Like, you know, somebody tell me no, you're not for me. You know, there's a reason why, you know, that no came. And no's are blessings sometimes. A blessing ain't always a yes. You know, God's don't always tell you yes. Sometimes it's blessings telling you no because you don't know what would be behind that yes. You don't know what's behind that door when you get that no. You know, that no could lead you down the road you don't go on. Or, you know, it might be the door you might be supposed to go to this door. Your yes is over here, but you're trying to kick down this door where God's saying no. So, you know, I don't look at no's as a bad thing. I look at no's as protection.
It's a whole shotgun behind this door, and you don't.
Yeah, you don't even. You know, it can be hard because I want that yes. Why ain't God telling me yes? You know, because he think it's something you really want. But you know, wants and needs, you know, two different things. So you know, you get that no. Like, man, I thank God for the times he told me no. Like later on down the line, I'm looking like, man, I'm glad I didn't take that deal. I'm glad I didn't do this. Oh, I'm glad I waited. You know, delay is not denial.
Definitely. Well, last thing I'm gonna say is, what do you need from me to begin the process of working with you? Because I would definitely like to discuss maybe some type of way that I can keep you with us as maybe legal representation for the company as well.
Yeah.
I definitely want to make sure I have my ducks in a row with that with you as well.
Yeah, man, it's how your ducks are up. You know, you got my contact info. So, you know, you want to chop it up, you know, plan, strategize, you know, have your strategy ready, man, your game plan ready. And then, you know, we go from there. But, you know, the work is on you. You know, like, it's your vision, your dream, not mine. You know, it's like me telling you, hey, man, I got Dopeaholics, what you gonna do? You don't know nothing about what I got going.
Thanks.
So, you know, it's just up to you. You know, you gotta tell me your vision, and I can be like, all right, do this, do that, do this, do that, but you gotta have your vision ready. And like say the Bible say, you know, write the vision down, make it plain. So those that read it can run with it. Yeah, non-disclosure, non-competes. Hey, I'm with it all.
Okay, all right, man. Have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna get back with you later with a text.
All right, sound like a plan, my man.
All right. Well, that's been our time today, ladies and gentlemen. I am Elheen. This has been my guest, Mr. Rod Hinton, the great attorney of Oklahoma. Peace and love.
All right, my man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of another amazing show here at the UMB Podcast. If you made it this far, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming episodes, and hit the bell icon to be notified every time we upload. Let me know in the comments what you need to know to be successful in this industry. It ain't really no excuses. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you beat the brakes off that like button, as it really helps out the channel.